Back to my comfort game. The music is kind of different. Alright. Am I going back up top to talk to the girl? Yeah, we're going back up. Let's see if she's refilled.
This medicine cabinet is stocked with drugs. Plus, an old tooth pill bottles rattle like bones as you search the cabinet. The lieutenant glances.
Alright, classy. You ain't telling us everything once again.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Okay. Let me see.
Yeah?
You have quite the collection of prescription drugs down there.
Thank you. I've put a lot of time and effort into it.
She says without any discernible irony.
Technically, possession of narcotics is legal in Revachon, but you should still reprimand her. No, don't listen to the stiff. Be cool.
Narcomania is nothing to be proud of, miss. It was quite impressive. How did you amass such a hoard?
With money, sir. It's not exactly the NT-star size caboodle I intend for it to be one day, but it's getting there.
She takes a drag. The collection includes Necra, an opioid antagonist.
Comes in handy when you've done too many opioids.
Is that something that happens to you often, miss?
His tone isn't aggressive, just inquisitive.
Better safe than sorry.
She takes a drag and smiles. You seem to have, among other things, Preptide.
Oh, yes. One of my favorites. It cures many ailments.
Like what?
Like not being able to stay up for 36 hours, not being happy. It cures those ailments. It's just a merit speed molecule, basically.
Cool, I took some for personal use. Show her the Preptide.
Huh? Motherfucker took my Preptide? Looks like you owe me one, officer. I'm talking serious corruption here.
She looks at the drugs in your hand.
This does not amount to actual corruption. I can easily log it under confiscation.
Robbed by common highwaymen.
She says to herself with a smile.
It's hard to tell if she means it in earnest or as a joke. She's not angry, but it's true. She's gonna have to find some more Preptide now.
That door there, point to it. Did you know it leads to a downstairs elevator?
I did not. Do you think this has something to do with what happened?
She takes a drag of her cigarette.
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
There were tracks on the floor. They are recent. It's an odd pinball workshop. The room back there. This place used to be a pinball arcade.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly. She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
See?
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
That's all for now.
Mm-hmm.
She flicks the ash from her cigarette absent-mindedly.
She's lost in thought. Eyes narrowed, forehead furrowed.
All right.
What did I get? Manipulate. Lied. Discuss secret route. Manipulating your skill set. Drama. Let me see if I have some drama cloves. Let's return to this later. Office shades, huh? Take those off. Ooh. Ooh. He's looking crazy. Is there any other intellect?
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
When it's 97, I think I can only lose by a double one.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Chill.
Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Turn to the Lieutenant. Kim, why have we not arrested her yet? Devil woman. You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station. Your real name isn't Classy Amandu. What if I told you you're under arrest? I think I can say all of this. Let's say this first.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
The lieutenant turns to her.
Okay.
Her voice cracks suddenly, like there's a garrote around her neck. Garrote. Obviously, that's some kind of rope. You know what I mean? Some kind of way to tie a rope, maybe? To kill someone by putting a metal wire or collar around their neck and pulling it.
Garrote.
You've seen that in all the gangster flicks.
Tighten it. You've got her.
That's a wild line. All out of lies now, huh? Okay, what? Let's say that.
Okay, it's not.
I knew it. You admit to it. Good, you can tell me the truth.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Sorry, don't know if you can hear that. It's my filled with ice. I have to lie all the time. She looks at her hands. Her fingernails are chipped white. Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden? Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Alazie.
Katarzyna Alazie. The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so. I'll keep calling you class. I'll just call you Miss Orange Disco Dancer. We'll keep calling her classy.
That's cool.
She looks at the ashtray, then up at you.
She doesn't feel like a classier. She feels like nothing.
Classy. Was the passport bullshit too?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Clausia Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smith.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Maya Smith, to hurt me.
She nods.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
She rushes to explain. She's in a pickle, man, a bind.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
Where is this boy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds, on the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now.
She points towards a clump of ruins on the western horizon.
It's useless.
The wind rises, so do the hairs on your back. Somewhere west, small bubbles rise from a plastic ball floating in the water. Rusty, the color of oversteeped tea.
Shake your head.
Long, spindly arms spin the boy. Oh, but it's all gone now.
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. We have to check this boy out. Yeah.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a Bergen sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. Ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
Devil woman. No. You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies.
She takes a step forward.
There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergency's desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
The lieutenant nods in your direction. Anyone could know the number, and that someone coughed. It means nothing. Okay.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers, but I am now.
She breathes in.
You sense a little hesitation there, or maybe even fear. The stress was on the wrong syllable. Welcome to the wake-up club, brother.
I know. You didn't make the call.
I did.
She replies, her little wrists tremble.
Very good, sire. She will never admit to it, but we can see that she didn't.
What if I told you you're under arrest, Grassy? Let's say this. Kim, why have we not arrested her yet?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
This bastion of willpower here, his watchmen have been sleeping too. You can be absolutely certain now, but he's coming around. A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
What if I told you?
Clausia.
She repeats, with a pained smile on her face, her back pressed against the railing.
It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because of me.
Cute. You're still under arrest.
I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything. At least nothing illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation. She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Jeez, failure to aid a police officer. You have wasted our time in a time-critical investigation. You misrepresented information about the case. Without the Hardy's confession, we'd know nothing. You're a suspect in a murder investigation. You're a flight risk. That is all the reason I need. You're not playing these mind games with me anymore. Like your finger next to your head, you're coming in. Industrial espionage. We uphold international law here in the zone of control. I only get to say one of these. I don't think I'm actually going to arrest her. And this is probably the best one.
The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
Please no.
Her eyes become round with fear. She tries to back further off.
But there's nowhere to go. A two-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
Give arrest this woman before she can say anything else. Oh my god. I don't want him to actually arrest her though. What do you know? Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
Ruby. Why do you think it was her? And how could she have killed him? Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
What she's saying is sex.
And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
She says in a near whisper.
Wait. Everyone, just wait. What is this? Derail this whole thing immediately and investigate.
This is getting crazy, but this Ruby has my gun. That's all I know. I don't understand. Ruby's a woman, right? It's a woman's name.
Yes.
She nods. But you're also a woman.
Women like women too, officer. Try not to fixate on this. Let's move on.
Well, I'll be damned. That's one more thing we know about the world.
What do you mean? Like? I'm fixated on it, Kim. Okay, I won't fixate. What do you mean? Like?
I mean, romantically. What exactly in your relationship with Ruby made you think she's romantically interested in you?
He turns to her, the cuff still in his hand.
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
The lieutenant narrows his eyes.
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
She looks at her feet. Sounds like she was fixated on you. This is just sensationalism and guesses.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs.
She raises her eyes to meet yours.
Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
When Ruby said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased, was she threatening you? And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right?
She points to the door that leads to the pinball workshop.
She could have come up through there, then taken the shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
When Ruby said there would be shit,
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but
she looked through the window of her room. She could be that Kuno S's mom.
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Okay, that's it for Ruby. Wrap it up.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Why? She told us some pretty interesting things there. Don't arrest her. Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid. And she's beautiful. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
We should probably take her in, because Ruby's gonna kill her. Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
Ruby's gonna kill her, right? Let's leave her. Okay, I'll keep you here, miss, for now.
thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
She cradles herself for warmth.
Something tells you you will.
Wait, let's talk about you and Ruby again. Same
She
things?
nods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's change the subject for the time being.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Let's return to this later. So how do I get more info on Ruby? I gotta go back to the dead body as well, I think. Not sure. Okay, hardy boy.
It's you again. What is it?
I still got my drama clothes on. My god. Hold on. I think I need authority. Oops. Electrochemistry. Closure. Composure, probably. I don't think I need to change my clothes. Yeah, maybe this.
It's you again. What is it?
Okay, I talked to Classy, and now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
He leans back and regards you with curiosity. I'm going to level with you. She's the next link in the chain that leads me to Lely's killer. I have seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. Jesus, I might have to say that. Look, I need to pin this on someone, and I've decided to pin this on her. I suspect she killed the victim, that's why. She is a suspect in another case I'm investigating, a drug smuggling. Let's say free. Let's see what happens.
Sounds like you're making her a suspect in this. Not on my watch, you're not. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
He throws a glance at Titus as the last syllable leaves his lips. The big guy sighs.
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now?
He crosses his arms.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
I'm going to take off now. Alright. Logic. Logic is up there as well. I've had enough of intellect. But I do have some clothes. Let's see what the percentage is saying.
It's you again. What is it?
So he doesn't want to say nothing else. Sheesh, even. I could do this.
A sudden flash of lightning in your neocortex. The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought. A massive activity spike in the amygdala copicum, the part cops use to pin murders on people.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here, all night, with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
You should go over there and just slap that old man.
She was here all night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here during all that time.
The lieutenant ignores the tattooed man.
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
He points to the karaoke stage. She didn't go to the toilet. She didn't go to the bar for a drink. She didn't go out for fresh air for one smoke. She didn't go to the toilet?
No.
No. In the whole 45-minute window, she was with you all the time.
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out, too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a busy girl. Always has been.
He points to the intersection. So she's the drug smuggler too?
Of course, Ruby is the lady driver in this great big jam mystery. Probably. You'll have to keep investigating. They'll never open up about it.
Just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot the merc. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
He taps on his temple.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
This guy thinks he's smart tapping his temple. You do agree the shot came from the roof, right? There is a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof. Have you noticed the winch out back on the outer wall of the whirling? What the? What do we mean by this?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying she reeled herself up by her collar. Like some kind of...
You know, he can't come up with an analogy.
Kidding?
Let's go with that. Point is, it's just a rusty winch. It doesn't put her on the roof.
You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
He shakes his head. It might have been if she didn't hear a gunshot. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
How?
He looks sincerely curious through what looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
The man looks around.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a dot leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down, all under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
He turns to Eugene.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
He turns to you. There were pinball machines in the workshop still operational. I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop. Guess what? Remember that key I found here? Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot? We'll say this.
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
He looks at the hawthorn bush outside the window. You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
Theo?
Now, the ribbon was old, faded. It had been there for 20 years at least.
She could have made a copy. She could have just put it back there once she was done. Yeah, maybe I was jumping to conclusions.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
He shakes his head. There's a chance this girl is innocent.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it. Also, it has to be said, this man would make a good RCN sergeant, or maybe even lieutenant. Just don't let him anywhere near women.
I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Recent nod.
What else could you make out? How recent? What size?
There were prints there with horizontal lines.
Horizontal? I see they taught you well in your RCM school. My old man, a hunter, and a half-blind one at it, could have said that. Horizontal lines. Good news is, I'm still listening.
He thinks for a moment, then nods.
He knows they had to be recent for those lines to still read. This wasn't a failure.
Why would I say this? There were pinball machines in the workshop still operational.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Just making an observation. Let's move on. Oh, nothing. I just thought we could bring some down. Get some new machines in here.
Wow, man, can we? I mean...
That'd be awesome. I beat that royalist machine 20 times now.
All right, all right. We can get the barman to bring them down. What else?
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly? Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established.
He shakes his head.
But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
He forms a gun with his hand.
Phase 2. Murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt. In the shape of a gun. Just don't contradict yourself. If it doesn't sound like Ruby did it, maybe keep it to yourself.
Guys, this is Revachol. Anyone could get a gun around here. Anyone. The local pawn shop sold my lost gun to a woman. Oh yeah, that's true. Maybe it was her.
You lost your gun?
Oh shit. The blonde man is taken aback, not even laughing.
What an idiot!
Tell me, did you lose it before the murder?
Yes.
No, you didn't. And Ruby didn't use your lost gun to kill him.
I'm hurting.
This was merely a thought exercise. He did not lose his gun. Let's move on.
Guys, this is Revachol. Anyone could get a gun around here. Anyone.
Look, fucko. Ruby and I are pretty tight. She would have showed me the gun if she had one. She knows I love guns.
Glenn steps forward.
Yeah, everyone knows Glenn loves guns.
I don't know, Glenny. Ruby's a little secretive, isn't she? Wasn't like she told you every little thing.
Ratface leans across the desk.
This one does not like Ruby. May prove useful.
What? Come on, guys. She's one of you. Of course she's carrying you all are. Percy said Ruby takes care of things. You don't do that without a gun in Revachol. So you like waving your guns in people's faces. Doesn't mean she does too. Second one.
She organizes things. She doesn't whack people. That's not the kind of person she is. She's a talker.
It's clear this one is protective of her.
Easy now, Glenn. What he's trying to say is, people who don't have guns don't shoot people. You need a gun for that. You can't prove she has one.
You don't need to prove anything. Doubt is enough for now. And Titus must have some.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon. Just that we need to find her. Move on.
I don't know, Cop. Why don't you find your lost gun first?
Chill. Tattooed man bursts out laughing at his own joke.
Easy now, Al. This isn't comedy hour.
Titus, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
He almost gets up from his seat.
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why did she kill him, it's why did she organize the cover-up. Classy told me some pretty interesting things about Ruby. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus. When Classy came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong. Second one, and then 4, if we can do both.
Yeah. Like what?
Apparently she had a thing for Classy.
A thing? You mean?
He tilts his head to the side and falls silent.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
The fat man looks up from the table, oblivious.
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
The lieutenant explains. Class, yay. I know it's bewildering for me too, but that's what she said. Come on, guys, she hangs out with you meatheads. This cannot come as a surprise. It's supernatural, a reality-breaking event, and we just need to accept it. It's scary, yes. She probably went to a university and learned it from a liberal. What Kim said.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
The man can't believe what he's hearing.
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
Oh my god.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Lighter sounds off in the room. Light laughter sounds off in the room. It feels nervous.
So this is why Shanky doesn't like her. Useful for you. It makes him advocate against Ruby.
Shanky. Classy said she made advances on her, and she thwarted them.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
She did tell us when we were close to arresting her. She just told us Ruby made her scared and she spilled the beans. Let's say this.
Figures. But that Ruby is queer as cabaret, now that I start thinking about it. So there is some truth to it.
He looks out the window.
And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
Glances at Glenn.
If that's the case, then it's not right. But it's not the case, right?
He looks at Titus, then Elaine.
There are many pieces that fit together that way, Eugene. Face it.
When Classier came downstairs.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Peeks at Titus. Yes, roll your eyes, female intuition. That's what it was. You're right, Eugene. Yes, she's just got her shit together. That's how she knew. Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
Titus looks at Elaine, then Eugene.
Fucking hell.
The blonde man is in some kind of anguish that makes him stare into his garlic red bowl intently.
Betrayal is not painless. Even the doubt of it hurts.
So I have to say all of this. Maybe it's all part of a leadership challenge against you, Titus.
There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, cop, you put your head in your ass.
A flash of rage, he calms himself.
Man, now he's just throwing shit against the wall to see what sticks.
I shouldn't have said that. God damn it.
Okay. We've ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion. Remember, all we need to do is rule Ruby out too. That's all this is.
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned.
Okay. It's not why did she kill him.
And I suppose you have a theory about that too, cop.
She could have just been covering up for herself, Titus.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
The little man squints. Eyes beady.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Shanky, let's assume you killed him.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, cut down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that. Especially for some bird.
Squeaks with indignation.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
The blonde man looks around.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Titus looks grim.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
Titus, you have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her. Vaughn.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. This is the only option he cares for.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want.
He puts his beer down.
I don't know. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
He smiles, a peculiar smile. Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
He looks you straight in the eye.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
I got loads of stuff. Perhaps. He looks out of the window again. Okay, when did she leave? What was she scared of? Do you have any clues on where Ruby went? Have you looked for her? When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me? Personally?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
What? And a hole in her side? Don't forget the funny tie, too. No wonder she's afraid. I have come to declare the ending of the human experiment. She probably knew me from my singing days. I'm sorry. God, why does everything flee at the sight of my shadow? I have no idea why she'd be scared. I'm just a normal cop with regular thoughts in his head. She knows I always crack the case. Detective Disco Guy. No wonder she's afraid. Let's just say the first one.
Why not? You suck on that gun like someone tore you a brand new asshole.
What the hell? Don't forget the funny tie, too.
How can I forget?
He nods at your tie.
You and I are going to dance in the moonlight under 1 billion stars.
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
He measures you up. What else did Ruby tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes.
Chill.
And that you won't stop. Until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
The tattooed man shakes his head.
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it. Whack him. or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is that true, Kim? Am I a can opener? Anything else? Anything?
You are insistent.
He nods.
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught Pete. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Do you have any clues on where Ruby went?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
He gives a sharp look.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
The man stares into his beer.
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
He nods southwest. Can you tell me where on the coast I should start looking?
Sure, there's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. Fisherfolk there refuse to unionize, so that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
We will start there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
The lieutenant takes a quick note.
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a lorry man.
It's not much, but it'll do. Go.
It'll have to.
He puts his hand out, shake it.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite. Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
Yeah, you should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your dumb head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
He scoffs.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks, then turns back to his men.
Let me just see if he says anything new.
I see you found yourself a little something from my wardrobe.
Wow.
Not bad at all. What brings you here?
He scanned you. My bad. About the hat and the robe I'm wearing?
You can keep it. I don't mind. I can appreciate beauty when I see it.
I wasn't really planning on giving it back anyway. Thanks. It's like carrying a piece of you with me at all times. I'm gonna say that.
Is it now? Well, enjoy it.
This guy's chill. This guy's chill.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Super chill. Now, do I do composure or rhetoric? Composure to talk to him? I don't know. I do want to... Let me talk to this guy. This guy hates me.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Alright, chill. Let's see what she says.
What is it?
Alright. I want to go back to the container.
You think you have a pretty hot suspect right now, don't you? That Ruby of yours?
Yeah, and?
Notice how it came together without casting too much suspicion on Clasia. It was nice and Ruby-centric in the end.
What do you mean?
Anything strike you a bit off about this mishmash?
So far, no one has mentioned here in the shot.
Notice how this hasn't come up at all. Even Hardy and his boys didn't mention it. Neither did you.
The footprints in the pinball workshop didn't fit the odd sole prints on the crime scene.
No, they didn't.
I'm done thinking about this.
That's right. Finish thought. Just finish it and conveniently go on. She's watching you leave right now. You know that. Free as a bird on that roof, lighting up a cigarette and thinking, am I glad Ruby's in this shit and not me? Don't listen to this guy. The theory was solid. He's just jealous. Move on. It's no use harassing her further.
What we are gonna do? We're going to put one more point into rhetoric, I think. I might talk to the fat guy too. There's something else that I wanted to do, I just can't remember. Yeah, we'll talk to the big guy in here. Rhetoric. Don't know if I have any rhetoric clothes. Always forget. Let's have a smoke. Let's have a smoke. It's rhetoric, right? It's not going up anymore. Did I do the wrong thing? Intellect. Intellect. Shit. It's not going up all the way. Damn, I didn't know all of these had info. Damn. Maybe I'll read one of those. A game. Damn. It's not cool. It's not cool. Got a free point. Don't know what I want to spend it on. Don't think I can actually do this then.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
I thought I could keep... Or maybe I need a better pack of cigarettes. We shall go to the shop. The dude saw me wearing his clothes. That's nuts.
A colourful display of cigarettes and...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Alright, so Astra smokes. What's over here?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the... To the left of some...
Is that it? Alright. Damn, I think I screwed up. I think I screwed up my rhetoric, man. Is there anything I can do here? +1. I really... Let me go save it by the big guy. So I'm gonna talk to the big guy, and then I think I'm crossing over the bridge. And I'm gonna see a load of things to pick up when I cross. For sure, for sure. I might have screwed up with this container. Oops. Still here, dude.
Oh, hey, mister. I'm not gonna bother you with a long greeting, just like we talked about before. Oh, that one.
Told you.
Just like we spoke about before. I was not ready to listen to him. Okay. Yeah, let's save it here.